Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is a pretty special one. This is 2733. This is a 2018 1GO, which is smoky granite mica with LA20 black interior. Popped up for sale here at the end of January 2026 on Auto Trader with only 14,000 miles for $67,500. Sounds expensive, but let's dive a little deeper and see if it's justified. Production statistics. 2018 is the lowest production year of the whole 5-year run with only 169 examples that exist. Smoky granite mica was a 17 through 20 color only. It was not available on 2016s and is also the third rarest color with only 86 examples that exist out of the 2,347 for the US 49. Now of those 86, there's only 32 that had LA20 black interior. So that's 1.36% of all production is in this color combination. Not the rarest, but pretty much as rare as they come. 10 out of 10 for rarity. 2018, as again, the lowest production year, 16 of the 169 cars were smoky granite mica. So there's only 16 in 2018. 5 of those had LA20 black interior. So this car is one of 5 at its rarest, but it is a very rare color and color combination for 2018. Rare color in general. Fun fact about this car, it is the third to last 2018 that was produced for the US 49, and it is the last smoky granite mica that was made for 2018. So kind of special, doesn't really add anything to the value, but you know, fun facts. As far as rarity goes, if you're going to collect one of these, this would definitely be one to consider and look at. Now to see if the price is justified, let's dig in a little further. Carfax, Epic VIN, and AutoCheck. So Carfax shows this as a one owner, no accident car, California, Santa Monica, California car, its whole life. Epic VIN shows this as a 2 owner, but I think it's a 1 owner. Once it was listed for sale a second time, Epic VIN assumes it's another owner, and that's incorrect. AutoCheck shows this as a 1 owner, no accident car. So this car is pretty much as good as it gets. It's low mileage, it's a desirable color combination, it's California driven, 1 owner, no accident, as I said. And so the $67,500 price tag, again, we'll get to that, but first and foremost, previous sales. July 2018, this went on sale for $89,000 in Santa Monica, California, and it sold to somebody that lives in Santa Monica and it still resides there. But it was finally sold in December of 2018. So like most of these cars, 5 months for sale, that was pretty typical of these cars didn't sell very quick. And now January of 2026, again, still in Santa Monica, California, 14,000 miles, $67,500. So onto the photos. This car right now, there's only 4 really high resolution photos that are posted plus a picture of the window sticker, but you can always ask for more. This is a private seller that's selling this car. It's not a dealer. Just from the photos that were provided, this car looks phenomenal, and as it should be. It has 14,000 miles on it. I don't see anywhere on the touch points. I don't see any carbon fiber delamination. It looks like it has new tires because the original car came with Michelin Pilot Super Sports, and it now has Pilot Sport 4Ss, PS4s. The front brakes, the rotors look like they're getting a little bit of a lip, so that may be something to look at. The front brakes being worn may be to this car's, basically the Los Angeles area, and so a lot of stop and go traffic, which is short trips, lots of stop and go. That's probably what this car's life was. This car really needs to be on Bring a Trailer. This is a perfect example that needs to be on Bring a Trailer to get really serious numbers, and I think it has the potential to do that. We saw one in last year around this time. It was like February, March of 2025, sold for $73,500. It was a 2020 with 18,000 miles. This is a 2018 with 14,000 miles, but it's basically the same stuff. It's like pristine. And so that's probably, and so seller, if you're watching this, that's probably where this car really would get the most money for it. So that brings me to the price. Is this car justified at $67,500? I think if you're wanting one to just hold on to for a long time, you got to pay up for it because there's so few of these cars like this left that I think the price would be justified to the right buyer. And if you're going to just buy it to go drive it, this probably isn't the car for you, and you probably shouldn't be paying $67,000 for it either. So in my opinion, if you're just looking at the market, it's really hard to justify an exact price for this car, but there have been others that have been for sale with similar mileage, the original ask of around $70,000. So at 67.5, I don't think it's that far off, but it is a high price. So there is a buyer for this car, and it's somebody that's not going to daily drive it. It's going to be a nice car, a weekend driver, or you put it in a collection for another 5-10 years and watch the price go up. This one definitely ticks all the boxes, and I think that, as I said, I think there's a buyer for this car at this price. So service history, because this car only has 14,000 miles, I would not expect to see a lot on the service history, and that is the case here. It's basically the pre-delivery and a battery replacement. That's it. It looks like the car has new tires, but there's nothing else on the service history, nothing else on the Carfax. So obviously, since this is the original owner, they will know exactly what's been done to this car. But at 14,000 miles, I would hope it's had at least a couple oil changes, if nothing else. So what's not done? Basically everything. But at this car being 8 years old, I would consider doing fluids like transmission fluid, oil change obviously, maybe the differential, brake fluid, things like that, and rubber parts. So the drive belt, maybe inspect the rubber parts, the hoses, things like that a little bit closer, but I think they're probably fine, especially if this car was garaged. It is a Southern California car after all. This car may need front brakes, but really nothing else I don't see. So I don't see any red flags there. And finally, would I buy this car? Absolutely. If I had that kind of coin to throw around, I would pick this up in a heartbeat, and I would not drive it. I would, my others get driven. This would be one that I would just store away and hope the value goes up. It's kind of, as an enthusiast, you don't want to see that because these cars were meant to be driven, but there are a few of these out there that kind of tick those type of boxes, and this would be one. Rare color combination, one owner, no accidents, low mileage, Southern California car. So it ticks all the boxes. But anyway, if somebody picks this up, definitely let me know in the comments, and I can give you all the other info I have on this car, but definitely a pristine example, and I hope it goes to somebody that's gonna really appreciate it, and I hope I don't see it 10 years from now with 250,000 miles, but maybe that's a good thing. So anyway, that's what I've got for you guys. VIN 2733. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you soon.